Hello, this is the Kitchen Sink with Natalie and Natalia. We're talking Daredevil Season 3 spoiler review.
Spoilers! Ugh, big blinking sign that says spoilers. I saw this the day it came out I think I saw it pretty late, actually. I saw the first 6 episodes of it with a friend of mine, and I felt like a member of the press because the press were given the first 6 episodes, and then the next day I saw the rest of it. It was a cute little thing for me. I saw this, and I cried a little, and then the next day I cried a lot. It's amazing. This season is essentially Matthew Murdock is filled with even more Catholic guilt than he started, and he's broken inside and, well, physically, mentally, just he's a broken man. And it's essentially him trying to pick himself back up, but he's also like, I can't. There was a really annoying scene, which I'm not a huge fan of, where Matthew talks to Karen and he's like, I'm not going to be Daredevil anymore. And it's a flashback. And then we cut to now and he's like, I'm not Matt Murdock anymore. Make up your mind, sir. And this season is incredibly dark. And it's essentially just like a tug of war of Matthew trying to come to terms with him putting away his faith in God. He has lost all faith in just freaking everything, in himself, in the church, and he's an incredibly religious man. So to see him break away completely from that is astounding, because we have always seen this man as being very much rooted in his, who's this?
Demerges.
Hi, Mike. We've always seen this man to be really rooted in his faith, and for us to see him just completely break away from that is so heartbreaking and incredibly dark, because he goes into a place where I'm sorry, my lips are really chapped. They're so chapped. It's so cold. I hate it.
I love this weather.
I know. I don't like it. I'm so from Miami.
Oh,
I'm so Miami.
I'm so from here.
No. So to see him just do this, it's so sad, because we see him literally get broken down, and then within the next episode or two, he's like all back up and at him and everything, and then he's still beaten up and he's still quite physically broken, and then the next thing that he does is he goes to pick a fight. Like, there are so many times in this first 2 or 3 episodes where I'm just like, you should have been dead years ago. Like, the beginning of this season opens up with him sitting on a cot in a church, and because a building fell on him. Like, this man could have been dead so long ago. Like, it's insane. I really did try to sympathize with this man, but I honestly could not, because he was such a horrible person to his friends the entire time, because he was like, he wanted to push them away, and yet he did this whole back and forth thing where he wanted everyone to be aware of who he was, aware that they were to just kind of come back to him and tell them that, hey, I'm okay, I'm fine, even though everyone thought that he was dead.
What? Did he die?
No.
Okay.
He was just collapsed under a building.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Huh.
And everyone thought that he was dead. And it's just... And then he's like, and he doesn't want to have contact with anyone, which makes sense. But then you come back to your friends, and you are very much alive. Yeah. You're a little beat up, but you are very much alive. And hi. He's so beat up, and he's very much alive, and he doesn't want to have any contact with anyone. And yet he is going out and showing everyone that he is out and about, getting his butt handed to him. It's so irritating to see, because he doesn't want to get help, and yet he openly goes to his friends to see him, and they want to help him, but he's not having it. Yeah. It's so annoying.
Relatable. When you want to help your friends and they're just like, no.
it's actually the other way around. His friends want to help him, but he's not having anything. And yet he essentially comes back. He doesn't come back from the dead. Everyone just assumes that he was dead, and he talks to.
This is why we don't jump to conclusions.
Exactly. But granted, no one knew where he was for like months, so
fair.
we would all assume that he was dead. And yet his girlfriend, not really, sort of love interest, kind of. It's so weird. He's the most single man. She is paying his bills for his apartment, and I don't like Karen Page at all. I thought I would, and then she just got even more annoying. And the side characters are still very much side characters, but they're just annoying side characters.
Okay,
it's not fun at all, not one bit. Now to get to the part which I love.
Okay,
which are
yay positivity.
Which is going to be ironic. The villains.
Oh, fair.
If you know me, then you know I love me some baddies. Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk kills it, throws it out of the park as always. Knocks it out of the park. I'm sorry, that's the wrong term. There you go. He is a man-child who has taken control of New York's crime underworld while being monitored 24/7 by the FBI, by aiding the FBI in stopping the criminal underworld as he takes more control of it. It sounds very complicated, but
yeah, I'm very confused already.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Okay. I promise. And the way that this man does this is that what's he doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. The way that he does this is that he finds a weak link in one of the FBI agents and kind of just uses him, and he does that with essentially everyone. He just uses everyone and their weakness, in this case for one of them being Agent Ray Nadeem, financially. He actually scouted this FBI agent like a year out in advance. Like, this is how much this guy's been planning all of this in prison.
Ooh,
those are
great.
He has been
prison planning.
I mean, it does help that this man has controlled the entire prison for the past like year or two.
Very helpful.
I know, right? And his goal for essentially all of this is so that he can be reunited with his fiance and then wife. I love saying that. The last episode is great because they get married and it's amazing. It was so beautiful. And then he gets beaten to a pulp and goes back to prison.
Oh.
It's so sad. He was doing so well, but he has such an ego. I lost my train of thought.
Oh no!
I know.
Daredevil?
Yep.
Yeah?
Matthew Murdock is still fighting in those black pajamas.
Oh.
Because we're like, hey, we got a new budget and it's bigger, so let's keep it like the first season with the lame budget and give him his black pajamas again.
Mistakes.
But actually, I know it doesn't sound like I'm giving the show a whole lot of love, but it's also just because I didn't really piece out my notes so well. But that being said, it's an amazing, amazing show. And please, if you are going to watch this, please know that it's not as gory. I think gory would be the right word. Because in the first season, Fisk decapitates a man with a car door.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not that dark, but it is dark in the whole Catholic guilt thing because there's a whole lot of that. And a huge standout from this has been obviously Wilson Fisk, but also is he special agent or is he just agent? Whatever. Agent Benjamin Poindexter, or just Dex, who is Bullseye, who is a predominantly Marvel Daredevil villain. Why did I say Marvel? Who is a Daredevil villain, and he has tremendously impeccable aim. Like, if he's like holding on to something and if he sees you or if he can like ricochet whatever the hell he's holding, you are dead. Like, he will throw, like, honestly, like if he sees you out of the corner of his eye and you're like all the way at the other side, and he can't get a straight shot, and if he can ricochet it, you're you are quite dead.
I did not want to be near him.
You really don't. No, he's insane. But he's amazing. He's not. It's also great to see because all of these three men, Fisk, Matthew, and Dex, have very different fighting skills. Matthew is more martial arts-y. Fisk is just a brute force, but he's also very tactical. And Dex is just all long. Well, he's just throwing crap around, and you just pray you don't get in his line of sight, which I love because the last fight sequence is amazing because they all come together. Ugh! Again, I'm so sorry that this is such a horrible mishmash of words. My goal is to just tell you everything and to convince you to watch it if you haven't already. I know that this is a spoiler review, so if you are those people that don't care about spoilers and watch this, just watch it. Just watch the show. It's amazing. They still don't have 13 episodes worth of content, which they keep doing, and it's really annoying, but it's a great show. And I just pray it doesn't get canceled because all of these Marvel Netflix shows have been getting canceled. I think I'm done. That was great.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.